is discussing the mental load and men asking to make a list because I'm not a mind reader.
I cannot stand when husbands tell their wives, just make me a list of all the things you want me to do. I'm not a mind reader. I always tell people, if you have me make a list, then I have to do more of the mental load. I now have to look at everything that needs to get done. Why doesn't your spouse, husband, boyfriend, whoever it is, see the exact same things that you see? Do they see that the toilet needs to be cleaned? Do they see that dinner needs to be made? Do they see that the house has to be cleaned? That laundry has to be done? That the kids have a birthday party coming up? That they need a gift? You should be able to see the exact same thing that your wife sees and do that, and your marriage should be going a hell of a lot better than what it already is, probably.
Yeah, totally disagree. It's not the first time I disagreed with Kristen. But I get it. I get her perspective. I totally disagree. I'll tell you why. One, we can't hear what you don't say. It's totally unfair to hold people to that standard. Two, I'm sorry, are we supposed to be in a relationship with ourselves? Is that what you're basically saying? Like we're all going to do the same. Like we're all going to be in charge of the kids' Christmas gifts for their friends. We're all going to be in charge of the toilet. We're all going to be, wait, I'm sorry. I thought we were in a relationship where we were going to say, hey, this is mine. This is yours. These are the things we're each doing, right? Like these are our responsibilities. Look, at both people are the breadwinner and both people are also the primary caregiver of the children. Okay. By the way, you then can't argue that we shouldn't have 50-50 custody, by the way. But arguably, if that's the pure relationship you have where everyone, we like to cook the same. We're both equally good at cooking. Neither of us is particularly likes or dislikes cooking, and we both should cook equally. Like, I get it, but that's usually not how actual people live.
A lot of these men have realized that, unfortunately, for a lot of these modern women, it might seem like opting out is the best choice. Because when you look at how much stress you have to go through, modern women being inconsistent, just those two alone will have you saying, or, you know, kind of reconsidering and saying, well, maybe this is not the journey for me right now. Maybe I need to go build myself up. Maybe I need to focus on myself. Maybe I need to put a little bit more into who I am.
Men aren't hard to understand. Y'all just don't like the truth unless it flatters your ego. Let me explain to y'all why men stopped talking. Men stopped explaining themselves because they learned something very early. Y'all don't actually listen. Y'all cherry pick what feels good and ignore the rest. He told you he didn't want a relationship, but you thought your energy could change his mind. He told you he wasn't ready, but you just thought, oh, he's just scared of love. Now you're heartbroken and mad at him for keeping it real from day one. Let's keep it a buck. Men stopped talking because y'all don't want the truth. Y'all want comfort. Y'all want a man to talk sweetly rather than truthfully. And then when he goes silent, you call him distant, cold, and toxic. No, he's just done explaining himself to someone who hears emotions over facts. Y'all say y'all want a real man, but the moment he's real with you, you fold. Stop asking for honesty if you can't handle hearing it.
And you know, men have decided it's easier to take a step back. It's easier to opt out rather than trying to hop into confusion, rather than trying to force my way into a situation that, quite frankly, doesn't seem advantageous to me. Doesn't seem like it's going to go well. So I'm not going to sit up there and continue to be like, oh man, I got to get her. No, I don't. No, I don't. The alternative with me forcing myself into this space is I have somebody acting crazy with me, and I don't have time for that.
Women's standards today are completely unrealistic. Their list of what they want in a guy is too long.
Okay, first, I just want to say, I am not bullying or harassing anyone with this video, okay? I always hear guys say this. Oh, women's standards are so unrealistic. I got a question for the men. Is it unrealistic to be a gentleman and know how to treat a woman properly? Is it unrealistic for you to have a stable job and pay your bills? Why would a woman lower her standards? Like that doesn't make any sense. They want a man that will be a gentleman, that will treat them right, that'll respect them, a man that has his stuff together. You know what I'm saying? Like that is not too much to ask. A lot of you don't even do the bare minimum. And you complain about women having high standards. Man! If you really think that women's standards are unrealistic, you have a lot of growing up to do.
Should women submit to men?
No.
Women should not submit to men?
No.
Okay. Are you Christian?
Yes.
Okay. Do you agree with her on those things? This is completely incoherent and contradictory to your own worldview that you claim to be a part of, your own perspective. You claim to be Christians. Ephesians 5:22, wives, submit yourselves to your own husbands as you do to the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, as Christ is the head of the church. Now as the church submits to Christ, so also wives should submit to their husbands in everything. Do you believe that the Bible is the inspired word of God?
Yes.
If scripture is God-breathed, then rejecting clear commands is disagreement with God. Do you disagree with God?
No.
Okay, so the scripture that I cited to you before, wives obey your husbands, wives submit yourselves to your husbands, you guys are disagreeing with the scripture. So you're disagreeing with God. Is that tenable as a Christian?
No, it is not.
One by one, you hang them high. Your hands are steady, you sleep at night.
Hey, listen, bro, I'm gonna say this real quick. If y'all don't know who that is, she's like a influencer, right? She be doing like mukbangs, ASMR videos and shit. And I guess she got a couple kids, and I guess she got divorced with some guy, right? Bro, you women in the comments are crazy. Why are y'all telling her to go be a? That makes no sense at all. Yes, I just opened my phone. This is the first video I see. Women like y'all try to keep other people, like, she's literally sad as right now. They probably had their all the ups and downs in their relationship, and she didn't want to see it at the end. But y'all solution for her, and she y'all the modern day women, she y'all to make her feel better. Y'all telling her to go be y'all. I saw this comment talking about just add some new members in your roster. What the?
You know, a lot of these modern women really don't understand that men are seeing the same thing over and over again. When I date this woman, it don't really matter if you're black, white, Hispanic. Men are seeing the same thing. And quite frankly, you're seeing it across different continents. You're seeing it in Asia. You're seeing it in Australia. You're seeing it here in the US. Might be seeing it in Canada. You're seeing it in South America. It doesn't really matter. In certain sects and portions of whatever region you're in, there's a certain agenda that is being pushed where these modern women are acting a certain way. Men are seeing that and saying, oh, I know where this is about to go. I'm out.
Google the richest women in the world, like where they got their money from. It's rough. It's rough out there, guys. They starting businesses. They're marrying dummies.
Really?
Yes.
Is that how they got
It's almost all of it is divorce. Feminists do not want to hear this. But there was one woman who was the richest woman ever from a startup company. Elizabeth Holmes. She ran a company called Theranos. She started it herself, dropped out of college to start this company, and it was a total fraud. It was all fraudulent. She's going to jail forever. She was worth $34 billion at one point. It was a blood testing company, and they falsified all sorts of data, and they lied to investors and all sorts of shit. This lady, she used to dress like Steve Jobs. She wore a black turtleneck and everything. And
so let me ask you a question. Mm-hmm. We go on a date, and I'll drop you off, and you walk into your house, right? I should always make sure you get in the house, right?
Absolutely.
I should come in too, right? Because listen.
Come on now.
This is a proven fact.
What?
Proven fact.
Serial killer will ever be on the porch.
They'll kill you in the house.
Exactly. Why can't I come in?
Wait.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Meaning that you need to check the house.
I need going
not
with
the
you.
porch, because generally a serial
they usually be in the
inside
bed,
house.
inside your bed. So when we go home, and we go lay down. Make sure he's not in the bed.
Marco, you got to get it together.
That is together.
No, I'm telling you, you got to get it together.
A lot of these modern women are feeling that men are not really investing. They're not engaged. The experience, the meeting, us being here on the date, it kind of feels flat, right? And while I understand, if you come out there, you should probably try to put your best foot forward, right? But you have to understand, men are reading you. They're watching you, and they're saying, oh, here we go. Like, you say something, and a man is like, because y'all think y'all are the only ones that do that. And a man is saying, oh, here we go again. He hears a certain thing, or he sees a certain thing, sees a look, maybe you're wearing something, and you're like, oh, here we go again. It's going to be a long night.
Best believe that when I'm dating a man, I will sit with the door open and make eye contact with him while I'm doing it. I'll even grunt a little bit. You want to know why? Because it is important to assert dominance. You have to show him that you are the boss and you are in control, no matter what. Do not break eye contact with the door open. Ladies, I'm telling you, this is the only way. This is the only effective way to assert true dominance. Thank me later.
You guys, I asked my grandfather today, what does it look like when a wife submits to a husband? And he says when she renounces her ego. Do you guys know how deep that is? When she renounces her ego. And this generation is literally teaching us to feed our egos. It's teaching society, the women today, to be women in male fields. But when you learn to renounce your ego, you can let go of your pride. You know that you can be 100% right in a situation, but yelling in his face is not going to do anything because you know that prayer works. Renouncing your ego, allowing him to lead even when he's still figuring things out, but still trusting the fact that God is going to speak to him. Renouncing your ego, allowing him to be wrong, right? Be wrong and then come back later and say, hey, I was wrong, but you're not rubbing it in his face that he's wrong and that he never listens to you, but you realizing that allowing him to sit in the moment, you begin to learn that he does better when you tell him what he's doing right instead of what he's doing wrong. You learn that even suggesting to him is more impactful than demanding him. So when he said that, it radicalized my mind. It changed my perspective on many things, and it made me want to become more Christ-like as a woman. It did. And it made me realize that, man, when God sends my husband, yo, that man gonna be blessed. All this wisdom that I'm getting, yo, that man gonna be blessed, yeah.
So I was sent a video this morning of this woman talking about how if a man asks you out on a trip, all paid expenses somewhere, that you are automatically expected to give him some ass. No questions asked. He's expecting that and you should be giving it to him. And I was asked, how do I feel about that? And I would have to agree. First of all, I would say, why would you want to go out of town with a man who you're not even attracted to in that kind of a way? Like, stay at home. But yeah, if a guy asks me out and go out of town, I'm going to already have that physical attraction. I'm already like, yeah, that's what I want to do. So yeah, I'm throwing it in a circle, throwing it around. And if that's not what I want, if I don't see that with him, I'm staying home. I might go on an all girls trip. You know what? Or something like that. But yeah, what's the point? Yeah, he's expecting it. I don't give a what kind of man he is. He's expecting it. Now, there are some exclusions to this, I would have to say. But overall, yeah, you getting tossed up, baby. That getting tossed. But how you feel about that?
Y'all, look at this man. I asked him to bring me to a fancy restaurant, and he brought me to Cheesecake Factory. I have lowered my standards way too low, y'all.
Okay. No, you want to get on check with? Go ahead. Mm-hmm. Pay your side of the tab. We gonna split the bills. Pay your side of the tab in.
Absolutely
I'm
not.
Gonna put up with this. No.
You know what? I will go out of here right now and catch an Uber.
Oh, you gonna walk out, huh?
Yes.
Oh, you gonna give me some tonight?
No.
You gonna give me some?
No, I'm not.
Pay your tab in.
No.
I'm gonna do this.
You pay.
All right, bet. Don't worry about it. I got it.
Okay.
I got it. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Wait.
Don't worry about it. Y'all try to put it on us, but in reality, evil is. So y'all be doing like having set schedules of when you done with it. And won't tell you. You run around this. I love my. Oh God, you know what I'm saying? You jolly than a enjoying life with your girl. As you think. Whole time she done jotted down in her notes when she finna be done with you. December 29th, if this don't get this together, it'll be fucking around December 28th and y'all having the time of y'all life. Whole time she cutting you off tomorrow forever. That's some evil ass and won't tell you nothing. You don't even know. That's what I'm talking about. They all in your face smiling. You feel me? You thinking you had the time of your life with your old lady. Whole time she finna throw your away like the toys off Toy Story on God. Blasphemy. I don't want to hear that evil. It's oh God, y'all are evil. If why you don't leave that right then and now? Why the y'all be stringing us along? Man, that should be stinging like all right here.
Shelville, I know you didn't just use my card to buy your baby daddy's promotion.
Yes, you know my baby daddy don't got that. Baby daddy don't got no friends, no family. He's single. I wasn't gonna let that man go hungry. Don't be questioning me about what I spend our money on.
Then you use my money to spend money on this thing you don't even take care of the kids.
Okay, that is not his responsibility no more. You do know me and my kids live with you. Therefore, that's your job. My baby, shut the up, because I'm talking. Be quiet. No, my baby daddy is no longer obligated to do that. That is your job as a man. And as a man, what the hell do you need help for taking care of me and my kids? And don't question me about what I spend money on. Hello? This nigga hang up on me. We'll call it.
9 out of 10 women will never understand why men can stare into a campfire alone, in quiet, and call it the best night of their life. Her mind demands constant distraction. Babe, let's go to Mykonos. Let's go on a boat. Let's watch Netflix, vacations, parties, gossip. Anything but silence, because silence exposes her emptiness. Solitude sharpens men. We call it strength. She calls it boring. After men turn 25 years old, every quiet night by a fire becomes a silent war against demons she'll never see. Women recharge in distractions. Men recharge in solitude.
And it don't even matter if you're a homebody, because these still gonna with them outside. And it don't even matter if you a good girl, because these love a.
You know, truth is, man, we just want our woman to be for us. You know how that be sucking it real good and on wheel? The good woman don't do that. The good woman thinks as if she's just good enough and that's it. Can you be nasty and freaky like that? When I wake up in the morning, my shit standing up to the ceiling, is you gonna touch it and suck it before I go to work? Or you gonna wait till I get off work? Man, you mitigate all of your problems by being a lady in the streets and a freak in the bed. You eliminate all your problems. The only reason why he's looking outside is because he's not getting what he's supposed to be getting from the inside. And you just started sucking his every day a week ago. You haven't been doing that for the last 3, 4, 5 months or the last year. Shut the up. Start being like the hoe outside. Then we won't be looking outside no more. It's that motherfucking simple.
And if I ask for a back massage, I want it to only be a back massage.
Okay.
I'm serious.
Yeah,
a good one.
Yeah, well, if I got time to do all that.
No. We're laying in bed watching TV, and I want a good masseuse level back massage without you thinking anything else is going to happen.
Mm.
I need that.
I'll attempt it.
You've tried it and failed.
When he asks for dinner, he wants it to only be dinner. Michelin star level dinner, no yapping and no gossip about your coworkers. See, two people can play at this.
A canon event that happens to almost every guy inside their first relationship is dating a girl who gives them the infamous sentence, "I've never had someone treat me as good as you've treated me." The reason why this is a canon event is because as soon as you hear those infamous words, weeks, months down the road, the relationship just ends. It goes downhill from there. The reason why it goes downhill from there is because obviously you're treating this girl very well. You're respectful, you're kind, you're getting her gifts, you're showing her a lot of love, care, support, encouragement. You've likely spent every waking moment with her, or at least almost every waking moment with her. You've basically made her the center of your entire world. And I know I'm talking a lot about girls here in specific, but this can apply to guys too. But when someone in general is just not used to feeling that kind of way or being treated in that kind of way, it makes them want to subconsciously self-sabotage because they feel like they're less than deserving of that kind of treatment, of that kind of good treatment. They're just so used to chaos and the toxicity that that's all they know. And when you have someone coming in and treating them well, they're in a very peaceful relationship that's non-toxic, that's pretty much all around healthy. It's just something, again, that they're just not used to. They've never experienced that before. And some might confuse the peaceful relationship for a boring relationship or for a lack of connection. But that's just because they're just so used to the chaos that they begin to confuse chaos with connection. Now, this isn't for every case. This is just for some cases. But what I find is that it is a canon event for most guys who get into their first relationship and they just give this girl their entire world, their entire all, and then it just ends up not working out because of what I just mentioned. And make sure to follow for more content.
Say that again? What did you say?
Why would I want to be with a bum?
How come no man in this room has ever said that about a girl they dated? Because you're all gold-digging skanks. We're romantic. We'll take a bum McDonald's worker. You couldn't do that. No woman's ever done that. You guys date up, we date down. That means every ex-boyfriend you've had was better than you. That's why you let him hit it. Because you guys date up. So you f***ed up a lot. Could you marry a Burger King employee?
I won't do that.
Could any girl here do it? Has any girl in history ever done it? You're all dirty gold diggers. Admit your And you know what's funny? That's the point. You abandoned him. Why did you abandon him?
I need someone financially at my level
A leader.
or higher.
But what if you're married to a leader?
How come the men here don't mind if she's a bum? Because we're the romantic gender and you guys are of the devil.
So the reason why women claim that they can't find a man is because women are truthfully attracted to degenerate trash. So I know that this is counterintuitive to everything that you believe or that you have believed, but women are actually attracted to degenerate trash. So let's say she meets a guy who, has his together, is going somewhere in life, maybe even has a lot of money or real world status and real world success, especially amongst other men in, say, maybe like the corporate world. Sadly, that does absolutely nothing to make her feel anything. This is why you'll notice in, like, let's say high school and college, the dudes who were constantly throwing the parties, the dudes who were constantly doing the most drugs, the dudes who were always partying and never had any, like, life trajectory or purpose, these were the dudes who were banging not only most of the women, but the hottest women. What you have to understand is that it's not like these women just magically grew up and all of a sudden they changed what they're attracted to. No. Life circumstance changes as she ages and her long-term security needs tend to kick in. But this is what you have to remember. She is still most attracted to the degenerate trash that she was when she was younger. So what you always have to remember is that with women, okay, the worse you are, okay, to them, bad equals arousing. And no matter how that makes you feel, no matter what your mom told you about being a good guy, or no matter what your dad told you, doesn't really matter. These are the cold hard facts you're going to have to realize. And any dude who's had his fair share of success with women, or has banged more than 10, 20 women, understands exactly what I'm talking about. If you want to learn, understand, and master the language of women at the highest level, check out what I made for you. It's in my bio. It's a gift. You'll love it.
The biggest problems with men today is you can't walk away. You better learn how to walk away and cut a chick off. Because if you don't, you're going to be the fool. You're going to be the one that's left a dried up husk, because when she's done what you believe, she'll walk away. But here's the thing. Guys, when you learn to walk away from a woman, you're in a position of power. Ladies, many of you don't walk away. Many of y'all just check out. Y'all ghost. Y'all leave. And I'm going to tell you right now, look at the way a woman ends her relationships. If she's the kind of woman who flakes, dips out, ghosts, leaves things, you need to know if you're dealing with a woman who can handle conflict. Why is this important? Because a woman who can't handle conflict, they run.
Talk about it.
It's either you first or relationships first. You cannot serve two masters. If it's my truth, my life, my field, my this, my that, cool, over there.
Hypergamy is exclusively an internet issue. We're arguing about statistics as it pertains to dating app data when over 70% of relationships start in real life. It is also causation versus correlation logical fallacy to claim that you're being swiped left on dating apps because you are short. Wow! What else do you have in your bio? Trump 2024? That you are anti-abortion? That you are pro-ICE? My mother is supermodel beautiful and breadwinner. After I was born, she exclusively fell in love with poor, down-and-out addicts that she swore she could fix.
Wishes will be coming true. My heart beats like a drum, like a drum. Dum, dum, dum. Dum, dum, dum. And my feet step.
This is better for me.
No, please don't go.
No.
Please stay, please stay.
No, I mean, you held that from me. Like, you intentionally didn't tell me that.
I'm sorry. Like, please don't go.
No. Hopefully you tell the next guy you had a kid before 6 months.
6 months? What did you do? Did you stuff your children in a closet somewhere? I mean, at least their stuff. You must have hid their stuff. Because you cannot seriously date somebody for 6 months and hide the evidence that you are a mother and that you have children. You would have to hide their stuff. You would have to lie about where you are and what you did in a day. You would have to lie about a huge part of your history. So I'm on his side because at that point, it is not just that you were not transparent. You were actually hiding things actively. And I think that man handled it perfectly well. He was calm, controlled, well-mannered. He didn't bash her. He didn't insult her. He just said it as it is, and he was taking himself out of the situation. And honestly, he could have been way more upset because he probably put in so much time and effort into this relationship within that 6 months that this sort of thing would feel like somewhat of a betrayal. That man obviously deserved better, and he knew it, so he made the king move.
Women that go to the nightclub don't really care about talking to men anymore or getting to know men. They're not there to meet people. They're there to take pictures and post it on their
Yes,
Instagram.
true.
And then on top of that, it's a low ROI for the guy because I know if I go to the club, I'm going to be out easily hundreds, if not thousands of dollars just for the opportunity to talk to a bunch of women that aren't going to appreciate the interaction anyway. So for a lot of guys, they're kind of waking up and realizing, okay, I'm wasting time. I'm wasting money. This is a very low return on investment. What the f am I doing here? And I'm going to go talk to a bunch of girls that don't want to talk to me anyway because they're on Instagram talking to NFL players.
Yeah.
So that's drastically woken a lot of guys up and realize like it's very tough for me to compete here. And then there's guys here at the club that have a section that I can't compete with. So this is why a lot of guys are like saying like, why the f am I here? It's that I'll be very honest about this. Women's standards are too goddamn high for what they bring back in exchange. A lot of girls want, I need you to be tall. I need you to have money. I need you to have status. I need you to have charisma. I need you to be funny. I need you to like dogs. All this dumb that quite frankly, most of you women don't even qualify for. A lot of you guys want a guy that's 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, but you're a 3 out of 10. And it's like, well, you might get that guy to have sex with you, but are you going to be able to keep him long term? Probably not. Most of you can't. So, but the issue with women is what they think they can attract, they think they can retain, and it's two different things. Attaining a guy versus retaining a guy are two different things. But a girl thinks, I went on a date with this guy. I've hung out with NFL players before. I've dated this guy. I got smashed by this guy. Oh, I think I can probably retain this guy. You can't a lot of times.
Body count matters. The only people who say body count doesn't matter are either people with high body count, people who want to have a high body count, or people who know someone that for one reason or another they have to defend who also have a high body count. See, most people's beliefs are not their beliefs. They are merely the leftover options from everything they wish not to believe. Nobody on this earth truly, wholeheartedly, honestly in here believes that body count doesn't matter. Because it is biologically and scientifically proven and felt up here and down there that you become desensitized to and connection, and every next person you sleep with erodes the purity and intensity of the excitement and whereby the connection you want to be able to have with the one person you marry. In short, the more people you screw, the less you'll be able to connect with. So this proclaimed belief that body count doesn't matter only serves as a mask for an underlying lifestyle that they don't wish to uproot. It isn't a belief, because the same people who argue that body count doesn't matter and that desensitization doesn't apply to experience are the very people who say that you get desensitized to objectification of women in advertising, or that constant exposure to unrealistic beauty standards desensitizes people to body image stereotypes, so we should glorify being fat. So it doesn't make sense, because if you agree principally on the human brain's innate capacity for desensitization, you can't pick and choose where it applies and where it doesn't, and certainly not to virtual signal compassion with prevarications around the truth that you don't want to admit, because it would demand you to uproot your beloved lifestyle. That's the reality. Modern society, relationships, self-improvement, and emotional mastery. My new book.
And another thing, this random is... Let's be clear. We grown. I'm grown. If I agree to come to a hotel room with you, we... If we go on vacation together and you're the opposite of me, it's simple as that. Unless you're a man, and why the would I be traveling with a man? No. If I'm going on a trip with a man and you're the opposite, we're grown. If you invite me to the hotel room, it's going down. We grown. God, it's simple as that. I don't have time for games. I'm very direct and straightforward. Come on now. This ain't middle school. Who playing them games? We're grown. I couldn't make this if I could. I remember I went to a room with a dude and he made me feel like I was raping the town village virgin. I told him, what the did you think was finna happen? We grown. You older than me, goddammit. You thought we were supposed to play Uno and braid each other's hair? What the fuck did you think was finna go down in this hotel room? No. I don't know.
And, you know, modern women continue to say, you know, why is this guy not asking me out? Why won't this guy shoot a shot? Why is this guy seeing me, staring at me, but he's hesitating? I mean, at some point in time, maybe you should realize what the man is going through. Maybe you should realize, you know what? This date really cost him. You know what? You know, he might have to spend a little time. He might have to spend some, well, you know, we both spending time, but you know, he's got to spend his money on the date. Instead of just saying, well, you know, I spend my money too, in a way, because I use my makeup, and, you know, I go get a spray tan, and one woman said, I took a workout class. I was like, girl, that workout class ain't gonna do nothing for nobody. You just started working out. You went to one workout class. You didn't lose no weight. As far as I'm concerned, you wasted, well, I mean, you didn't waste your time, but if you saying that you did it for him, you wasted your time. You need to have been doing that well before you met him, during the time that you met him, and then after the time that you met him. That's how these modern women do. They try to assign stuff to men and say, oh, well, you know, I'm doing it for you, so I got to spend money in a way. No, you're going to spend that money anyway.